Hey everyone, I'm JR from Bulls, and today we're looking at Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, the book that will change the way you think of Rangers. Inside this book, you'll find new Draconic-themed subclasses for the Ranger and Monk. You'll find new Draconic-themed magic items, sensing a pattern here yet. You'll find rules for creating dragon hordes, rules for powering up items found within dragon hordes. You'll find new dragons, new types of dragons, new Draconic adjacent monsters, and rules for playing as dragons or creating your own adventure hooks related to dragons. Inside the book, you'll find new types of dragons, including the return of the much-loved gem dragons. These are all psionically empowered dragons who have an alignment with neutrality. They all have psychic powers, they have breath weapons that deal different sort of status effects rather than straight-up damage, and they can be a ton of fun to add to your campaign. But Gem Dragons aren't the only new additions. You'll also find rules for Great Worms, which are dragons that could be chromatic or metallic that have ascended and communed with echoes of themselves throughout the multiverse, making them for even more powerful dragons. You thought an Elder Dragon was the tops? Nope, these go one beyond. They use the new mythic rules to make boss fights actually fun and exciting. Finally, if you want to creep out your players and just get real gross and nasty, there are new aberrant dragon types that have they up the creep factor, shall we say. Take the Elder Brain Dragon, which is an Elder Brain that has like psionically linked to and imbued its tentacles in and kind of grown and fused with a dragon. So it's regular dragon slowly turning into a giant dragon-themed mind flayer. It's just awful to look at. As far as new magic items, there is of course the iconic Dragon Lance, which you might know from Dragon Lance. This is a +3 magic lance that deals extra damage when you are striking and attacking other dragons. Then there's the Dragon Wing Bow, which is a magical longbow that's tipped with the wings of a dragon, and it creates magic ammunition even if you are completely out of arrows, so you'll never be out of ammo. What's more, all of the ammo is energy type, so you're actually shooting magical lightning arrows or magical fire arrows, and you're doing a d6 extra with every shot. My personal favorite magic item in the whole book, the new Figurine of Wondrous Power, the Golden Canary. This is a figurine of wondrous power, much like any others. You can activate it with a command word to turn it from a lifeless statue into a living, breathing thing, and it is a giant golden canary that you can ride around on. That alone is hilarious enough and worth grabbing it for, but if you are at half or below hit points, when you activate it, you can speak a second secret command word to transform it from a giant canary into a golden dragon that will fight on your side. But that's just a taste of the magic items that await you within this book. There are the Drake Warden Rangers, which are a better Beastmaster in pretty much every way. As a Drake Warden Ranger, you'll attract the services of a magical Drake, or a spirit that kind of takes the form of Drake. It levels up with you and gains different abilities, so as you grow in power, it gets a little bit bigger, and eventually you can even ride around on it and do cool, fun dragon things. You have a dragon friend, you have elemental powers. It's just a ton of fun. It feels like a very solid Ranger subclass. It's what the Beastmaster kind of wanted to be from the outset. Combo a Drake Warden Ranger with the new Dragon Wing Bow that we just talked about, and you've got yourselves like the ultimate Dragon Ranger. You can grab a Dragon Lance and you are the Dragon Warrior. There are 7 new Draconic-themed spells, each one referencing one of the dragons from D&D's many worlds. There are everything from psychic damage spells to the new Ashardalon's Stride. This is a ranger spell, among others, but it lets you, for just a bonus action, increase your speed by 20 feet, and anytime you move next to someone, next to an enemy, you deal damage just for being next to them. And you can do this like repeatedly, so you get more action efficiency throughout. This could even work if you are, say, a Drake Warden Ranger and you are riding around with your Drake. having a lot of fun, going really, really fast because it increases your speed, but it also deals damage anytime you get next to a creature. With your mount, you'll be able to get next to more things and do more damage, and you'll still have your full action to attack with, cast spells with, or do anything else that you'd like to do. Next up, we've got Horde magic items. These are magic items that gain power when they are steeped in a dragon's horde. Now, that isn't a sex thing. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Are magic items that grow in power as they are steeped in the magical energies of a dragon's horde. So, as you go from dragon to dragon, if that's kind of the thing you're doing, you can imbue this item with power and it will grow in terms of getting new abilities or doing increased damage, even if it's just upping the +1 to a +2 or that sort of thing. It can be tricky because you have to be playing in a campaign where you can kind of count on coming across another dragon, but if that's something that you or your DM is interested in playing with, it's a super fun mechanic. Fizban's Treasury of Dragons introduces new Dragonborn subtypes. Previously, if you picked a Dragonborn, you just decide my Draconic ancestor is either a metallic or chromatic, and that just kind of determined your breath weapon. But now you can decide that you are a chromatic Dragonborn, a metallic Dragonborn, or a gem Dragonborn, and that choice has new meaning. If you pick a chromatic Dragonborn, for instance, you'll be able to channel draconic energy to give yourself resistance to different kinds of elemental energy types. You'll also gain increased damage with your breath weapon. If you are a gem Dragonborn, you gain some limited psionic resistance and telepathy and a limited flight. If you're a metallic Dragonborn, you gain, in addition to your normal breath weapon that deals damage, you gain the ability to do different things like stun your enemies with a breath or kind of push them backwards. Very, very cool. Hey, I've been JR. Thanks for watching. If you liked this, check out some of our other videos. Ooh, I'm Scales. Oh, this one's really heavy.